Stop.
Yo, Zan, get your boy, dog.
Hey.
My entire point. I was not debating.
State your premise.
Shut up. I was not debating power levels or anything like that. Then you wanted to go further and be like, oh, it's because my name is Kami.
When was I debating?
I'm some kind of fanboy. Justin, if you don't know, then you're not self-aware.
When was I debating power levels?
You and Jewel were conflating that I was talking about their power and not their personality.
When I say that verbatim?
You didn't say it verbatim, but you were saying a lot of stuff that you were talking. Shut up. You were trying to straw man me the whole freaking time.
No evidence. With what?
No evidence. Just look in the chat.
I literally just asked you, state it verbatim, and you couldn't.
Because I'm not looking at the chat right now.
And you're not looking at the chat, and you're literally no. You're literally You're
trying to hack your way. You're trying to hack your way to a W, and that's not about to happen.
Just pick a topic. Go ahead, pick a topic.
Yeah, exactly. Boom. The topic that I was trying to say. Hey, you said my point before I could. The point that I was trying to make was that it's not about how their temper tantrum. Nobody likes Kylo because he expresses his rage, his style. And then you wanted to go and say that somebody giving you bad news about people escaping, the carrier or whatever, and him throwing a temper tantrum in the room, Kylo, when the people escaped.
When did I ever say that?
You did with the video that you posted.
What are you talking about?
And then you wanted to post.
What video? Show me verbatim.
Can you let me fucking speak?
Show me verbatim.
Bro, and then you dropped the video about Sasuke losing his parents and going through tragedy, and then him crying, and you wanted to say it was the same thing.
Wait, what?
Your evidence of Sasuke's temper tantrum. That was tragedy induced. It was nowhere near somebody just giving you bad news.
Do you understand the wait. Do you like Kylo Ren?
That
is a big extension. Do you understand the context of the quote unquote bad news? Do you understand?
I understand your subtext. I understand what you're trying to. I understand the connotation and the denotation of your point. Yes, I do.
You already established that we both understand the context of Sasuke's story. So there's no need to go into detail about it. Do you understand the context of Kylo?
You need to go into detail about it. I had to go into detail about it because your dumbass went all the way into left field.
You literally just explained that we both understand Sasuke's context.
If we can go forward from this point, then yeah. If I know that you understand that, then I can say that. So do you understand?
We literally do, and I'm asking.
Okay, then you understand it, then I understand it. Then let's move forward.
Do you understand the context of Kylo's story?
And it's a character.
Do you understand the context of Kylo's story? Yes or no? You literally haven't answered one question. Just so you know, you
understand the context of Kylo's story. Who doesn't? His story's been out way longer than Naruto.
What?
What? Nani? Yes.
Kylo's story's been out.
In his continuity.
When was the first? No. When was the Star Wars? No. Kylo. You said Kylo. When was Kylo first revealed to the fandom?
More than a decade ago.
The books were written more than a decade ago.
Do you not know about the Star Wars books?
Do you know when Naruto was written?
Naruto was written over a decade ago.
So you just conceded at best, even though I know you're wrong already. I'm just gonna steel man you. Use your logic. You said Kylo's story is older, but you gave the same date differential for both.
Okay,
are you serious?
That's like saying I don't live in New York.
You're an actual retard.
You live in New York, and everywhere that's not New York
that's
not
irrelevant.
New York.
That's irrelevant. Don't bring up.
No, it's not irrelevant. That's called an analogy. And if you can
that's not an
connect
analogy.
that means everything after a decade, they're both a decade old.
You're an actual idiot.
No, shut up. They're both a decade old. But
you're an actual idiit.
Just
before we proceed any longer,
you need to shut up.
Just before
you need to shut up. His parents. A part of his story is his parents, correct?
Just before we proceed any longer, this nigga has not provided any verbatim. any verbatim quotes at all. You have provided zero evidence thus far.
Look, we don't even have a full premise because you little fanboys, we can't even lay down a headline.
There's no fanboys. There's no plural. It's just
girls,
me.
my bad. Excuse me. I didn't mean to be rude.
It's just me. There's no plural needed. Like what?
All you motherfuckers are atting me. I don't even know none of you motherfuckers. You guys.
Nobody's adding you right now. It's just me. You idiot.
You idiot. I don't care. You just
actual degenerate. What do you mean you don't care? You just made a statement.
Shut up. Now, you want to go back and forth?
Literally can't back up one thing.
Or do you want to lay down a headline to this debate? Because
a headline or a premise?
We can. The headline to this debate.
Go ahead. You have provided no evidence thus far for any other claims, so go ahead, provide.
There is no claim. There is no premise.
You've literally made multiple claims already. Are you fucking retarded?
This was just us talking about the chat. You made multiple claims.
You made literally multiple claims.
I was taking a shit. You wanted to be like, oh, you're ducking.
With no context at all.
Bitch, I woke up, did morning routine.
Nobody was talking to you and you interjected in the conversation.
Can I get out a fucking word? Shut the fuck up.
Because you're not
backing up anything you say, you actual spurg.
And in 2 minutes, you can talk, okay? Now.
You need 2 minutes to talk?
Put a fucking timer on your phone for 2 minutes.
I don't care about what you did this morning.
I'll let you speak.
Don't care about what you did this morning. Don't care about what you did this morning. Pick a premise.
I'm going to tell you any fucking way.
Pick a premise.
Because, like, you can bend the conversation.
Pick a premise, bitch.
Then when you fucking say some shit, All
right, shut the fuck up. All right, you're on mute. So, as I stated before, every claim he's made thus far, no evidence provided. I'm going to mute him. He's keep talking about irrelevant shit, which he will have exactly 1 minute to pick a premise before he's done with.
Okay, first of all, you're a bitch. Can you hear me?
Pick a premise.
First of all, you're a bitch. And you just took my leadership and you try to flip it on me. You took a page out of my book, you dumbass.
Leadership? What?
Oh, you know you're going to have 1 minute after I told you you're going to have 2 minutes. Yeah, exactly. Bitch ass nigga, and I'm not even going to waste my time with this. So you guys, you're
not going to pick a premise?
Be like,
right.
Cool.
Accepted.
No, the premise is already picked. It's a character quality.
Accepted.
It's character quality. I don't care about your little conceit and your little bullshit,
Why
your
is
little world.
Why is Sasuke a better character then? Go ahead.
Quality. Sasuke is a better quality character than Kylo, hands down.
Why?
Okay, first and foremost, Kylo is a bitch. He throws temper tantrums over nonsense. Now, we can say that, oh, it's his rage and, oh, the saying, don't kill a messenger, came from, trying to console the temperaments of great rulers in iniquity. We can say this, right? Right? Do you agree?
I didn't make that statement, so that was actually Splash.
But do you agree with it?
No, that wasn't my statement.
You do not agree that, okay, so you don't agree with that, the statement that,
I don't agree with statements I don't make.
That's stupid because half of the statements that you probably do make have been made by somebody before just by the sheer amount of statements that can possibly be made.
Yeah, but if I'm making the statement, I would agree with it because I'm making the statement, right?
Okay, so why don't you agree with that statement?
Because I didn't take that premise. That wasn't my premise.
So that's the only... Because you didn't make it, so you don't agree with it. So what do you agree with?
I haven't made my premise yet.
So what, are you trying to shadow box me?
I'm literally waiting for you to finish your point, so then I can make my point. Like, what the fuck?
See, now you don't sound as smart right now.
Because I'm
you don't sound as smart. No,
letting you talk. Okay.
Oh yeah. Because you're letting me talk. See, you don't have like a steady level of consciousness. Like, I don't know. I'm sensing a lot of egotisticalness from you, and I said testicle for a reason.
Testicle?
I said testicle for a reason. No, you don't have balls. You think you have balls.
All right.
You have no balls.
This is ad
You
hominem
have
at
no
this
dick.
point. So are you gonna get back on point?
Let's get back on point, Mr. Dickless.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, Kylo Ren character, he needs to go through a huge character development to be likable. I'm not saying it's not possible, because characters have gone through said transitions. For instance, a good example would be Steven Universe. He whiny little bitch in first season, and then he went through some shit and he became like a man, and he started to step up, and he became like a dope ass character. Kylo Ren is still in his larva bitch ass nigga state. He's throwing temper tantrums just because people give him bad news or people say things that he don't like. And he's not even like a Darth Vader, like, oh, say something, I'm going to snap your neck, or like some Shere Khan shit, I'm going to uppercut you through the ceiling shit. It's some, why? And breaking stuff. That's like a little baby. That's a little 3-year-old. And that's my main reason of calling him a bitch ass nigga. That's my main reason of saying he's not a good character unless he goes through the crucible of character development. Now, I'm not saying it's not possible. I'm just saying it hasn't happened yet. Now, let's go to Sasuke. Sasuke has a tragic backstory. Lost his parents, family, feud, bloodline, all of that. Had to go through tragedy just to get half of his powers. Lost his arm. This guy has gone full circle in several heroes' journeys. Way more development. That's my beginning premise. I'm going to kick it off to you.
Okay, so right off the bat, Sasuke entire power structure depends on his development as a character. Him not going through that would have mean he would not have ended up where he was by the end of the series. That's just bottom line. That's
what character development is all about.
Bottom line. Okay. And now, going to Kylo's literally the same thing. Do you understand what a Sith is?
I understand what a Sith is.
Okay, so you understand that through emotions, that's where they gain their power. You understand that?
I am that, yes.
Okay. So
that nigga needs to put a lid on his
Padawan, when Kylo,
so he can be a better Sith.
No. A Sith feeds into his emotions, you idiot.
But you don't see Sith or Vader acting always like that.
Vader definitely had his fits of rage where he killed plenty of generals that were highly irreplaceable.
But he didn't do it like a 3-year-old.
What are you talking about? Did it like
I'm saying that his manner.
If anything, Kylo's more mature about his fits of rage because he isn't killing highly qualified. Can I literally make my statement? So let me get this straight, right? Highly qualified generals among the Death Star, or if you want to just say Imperial Fleet in general, are irritating Vader to the point where he murders them, and these men are
right. He murders them, but let's go into the context of how he murders them.
Listen.
Go into the context of how he murders them.
Listen.
I'm listening.
How he murders doesn't matter. It's the effect he's having on the Empire. No, it does not. No, it does. No, it. No, all right. You can dispute that afterwards. The point is, Vader kills people that literally cannot be replaced because it takes years and years of training for them to get where they are and be at the position they are needed to be at.
Right.
Vader is hurting the Empire. Listen. Let me talk. You already spoke. Did your Sasuke bullshit? That's cool. Vader was literally lashing out and killing irreplaceable parts of the Empire, positions in the Empire, because of his rage. Kylo, on the other hand, would rather destroy a computer than kill an irreplaceable general for Snoke. And there were plenty of times that Kylo did. So
okay, I was about to say, because he does that too. He does what Vader does too.
That's more. No. He did that. No. He did that after. No. He did that after he killed Snoke, which I'm going to get to in a second. So Kylo goes from being a Padawan of Luke Skywalker to them being a Sith under Snoke, to then killing Snoke.
That's what
when you were
they
talking
do
about
on
when
the
you were
Sith side.
talking about his rage, he literally
There can only be
masters
two.
his rage. He literally masters his rage. No, Snoke did not appeal to that law. He literally masters his rage and blinds and easily kills Snoke.
Can you
Blinds him
please
completely
explain
from
how?
his true
Can you
intention.
please explain how he mastered his rage? The sequence of events that led up to it, and then the proof of his mastery of his rage.
The proof is him killing Snoke. I can literally post this again.
Can you explain it though?
Yeah, I was. In prior moments in heated discussions with Snoke would lash out. Kylo would often try to charge at Snoke, which in the movie you see, he tries to charge at Snoke, and Snoke immediately uses Force Lightning to put him down. Kylo then calms down. As a matter of fact, the Royal Guards were even ready to attack Kylo had he stood up again. So that implies that there is definitely history there of Kylo having extreme issues with his rage, with his temperament. And Snoke even comments about him being balanced. Snoke even comments about Kylo.
Even Sith know that your emotions have to be balanced to a degree. If you're going to draw from them as power, they can't be unhinged.
Kylo was definitely unhinged. Kylo is the exception, and Snoke literally doesn't apply to anything that any other Sith Lord prior applied to. Yes, he is. It's literally lore.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Splat. Now I'm just playing.
It's literally in the lore. It's literally in the lore itself. So anyway, that just goes to show you that you really haven't read shit. But anyway, Kylo is noted.
I would like to see what it literally says that he's the exception.
Okay.
Do you want me to post it, GB, or do you want to?
Yeah, you can post it.
Where are you going to post it at?
Metatub, yeah.
All right.
So Kylo's noted by Snoke to have great balance, and when he's within his balance, he is nearly unstoppable. He's a phenomenon.
So you are agreeing that once he gets balance,
No. I'm not agreeing with anything. I'm making a statement showing his development.
So you're making a statement that when he gets balance, he will be better.
No. I'm literally making a statement.
That's development.
I'm literally making a statement.
No, you're proving my point. What you're doing is proving my point. You're saying
I'm
that
proving that he has development, but you're literally cutting me off constantly because you're
he will further be developed and then be better. But now,
I'm literally getting to the point of him having the development in the movie. He doesn't need to further his development. I can't prove it because you keep interrupting.
If you are, you're dancing around.
No, I'm not. You just keep interrupting anyway. So, Snoke early on in the movie, when he stuns him with the lightning, makes a note about how unstable Kylo is. Then, moments before Kylo kills Snoke says that he's decided, he's poised, he's calm, he's focused, and he's going to drive his lightsaber through his enemy and deal the killing blow. He can see that Kylo's poise and attentive nature at this point is not clouded or unbalanced anymore. Kylo at this point, and in order for it to not be, in order for it to be unstable and then become stable, that there has to be development.
Exactly.
So this happened in one movie. So you're already debunked by one movie.
I'm not debunked at all.
Yeah.
You just agreed to it. You just agreed to it.
Yeah, actual idiot.
He hasn't dealt any. It's just him killing him. Isn't a testament. That's a proof. He has proven further any other feats besides killing his own.
What do you mean was questionable even in that? He literally killed Snoke. What was questionable about that?
What has he? How
what do you mean? What do you mean? What has he done?
Any change after?
He fought the guards.
He fights. Not only does he. No, hold on. So I got it. Not only does he fight the guards. That aside, right? That aside. Let's just not even look at that. He literally tells Rey, even though she's a nobody, she doesn't have to be a nobody to him. That they can rule the galaxy aside, and set aside the Sith and Jedi traditions. He's literally developed beyond the traditions of being a Jedi or a Sith.
He still acts like a 3-year-old. He continues to act like a 3-year-old.
There's literally no evidence. There's literally no evidence of him acting, quote unquote, like a 3-year-old after that. I don't think a 3-year-old would push aside concepts that Jedi and Siths had established over thousands of years. Unless you can prove that a 3-year-old understands those concepts to begin with.
See, you like to flip between figurative and literal a lot.
You like to flip between retardation and stupidity.
No,
You walked into that one.
That's you the whole way because
you literally agreed with my premise. You literally agreed with my premise, and I wasn't even done yet. That's how stupid
I have not agreed with your premise.
Yes, you did. It's on recording.
No, I'm agreeing that it's all about the development. That's all I'm agreeing.
All right,
with.
GB. Let's be fair. Kami, what does correcto mundo mean?
You don't know what that means? Look it up.
No. That's what you said to his premise. That's why I'm asking you. You might have mistranslated yourself.
Hold up. Wait. Hold up. Let's backtrack. Because I wasn't agreeing to the entirety of it. I was agreeing to probably that very last statement that he made.
All right. Would you like to clarify yourself then?
Okay. So, what do you think that I agreed to? Because I did not agree.
You agreed that Kylo developed.
I agree. Yeah, but I agreed that he developed. Yeah. But this is timeout. This still does not equate to the debate of character quality. And just because he developed does not mean that he's a better character than Sasuke's development and what Sasuke has gone through.
Hold on, wait, hold on. Okay, so let me address that, right? Your entire premise was that Sasuke developed and that Kylo lacked development. So I already got you to concede that Kylo developed. So now what is your premise based on?
Okay, let's go into the...
No, wait, you literally can't, you literally don't have a base for your argument at this point.
It's a character quality debate.
All right, hey, GB, do you mind if I step in for a moment?
Yeah, go ahead. I mean, I already...
What do you... All right, so what, Kami, what do you consider to be proof of a good character? What traits?
Well, it's very simple. Are you familiar with Carl Jung's hero circle, hero's journey?
You go ahead and establish what part of that makes you think it's a good character.
First, the very... Can you hear me still?
Okay, wait. Hold on. So for me to demonstrate that Kylo is a great character, I just need to complete that cycle.
I got you. Can you hear me still?
Okay. Yeah, so you just want me to complete that cycle, like fill in the blank?
Right. You can even fill it, you can even like pull it up and fill in the blanks of, like all the thresholds of it, from the ordinary world, through that whole thing, through the
Okay, so what we can do to make it easier is we can go through each step and argue if Kylo or Sasuke is better at that step. Would that make more sense
at the
to you?
end of it, at the end of us going through this process, I think I'll be able to, if one or the other is better or not, I'll be able to at least admit if we go through this process. If we go through these beats, you know what I mean? And hit each beat and then that would you know what I mean? That would prove to me.
Okay.
That one is better than the other.
All right. Which point do you want to address first?
Okay. Let's start at the very top journey. I don't know if you have looked yet, but you can just type in hero's journey on Google. You don't have to actually read the actual whole, all the writings and stuff. There's a diagram. So if you aren't fully familiar, you can just go through the diagram, and then there's several points on the diagram. It's like a clock.
Okay, so first one. What's the first one? Can you name the first one?
Yeah, the first one is the call to adventure.
Okay, what is Sasuke's call to adventure?
Okay, if we look at right now, um, okay, if we look at before Shippuden, Sasuke. Well, actually, we can go. Actually, we can just use that clip that you showed because that's like his call to adventure probably happened before the events of the beginning of Naruto, when his parents died, his brother killed his clan. That's his call to adventure. Already started better than Kylo.
How does that start better than Kylo?
Okay, how does it start better than Kylo?
Yeah, I don't I don't understand the quality of sitting there and watching everyone get murdered and you do nothing.
Okay, well, that's going to the same thing, kind of like Jiren from Dragon Ball. It's very similar. It's like the stakes. His stakes are much higher. He has a lot more to overcome.
No, he doesn't. Okay, Sasuke's trying to rebuild his clan, right? Or avenge his clan.
Exactly.
You know Kylo's being called to rebuild a galaxy.
Just because that's like quantity, but the quality, I
And
would
he's
put
rebuilding thousands of years of culture.
from an evil empire.
Thousands. No, that's not his. See, you don't know Kylo. That's not his original call.
Can you familiarize me with Kylo?
Yes,
Give
so
me
Kylo
give me
initially
his initial
is
call.
he's originally taken under the wing of Luke Skywalker to help restore the ways of the ancient Jedi, which Luke had already gone around after Return of the Jedi and learned from a historian all the past secrets of the Jedi. So he has thousands of years of Jedi ancient tradition. It's also shown in The Last Jedi with the books that he has learned upon to Kylo, and Kylo has to try to take those, implement them, and help restore the ways of the Jedi.
Okay, so that would you say that's his call to adventure?
That's the original one. My character is so good he has multiple. But go ahead.
No, I would disagree with it. It's just him having multiple quality and quantity aren't the
He,
same.
but your call for it being a good call to a journey was, oh, he has to avenge his family. My character has to avenge an entire culture and thousands of years of history.
And what's his emotional ties to this culture other than indoctrination?
His bloodline,
His
the
bloodline.
Skywalker bloodline. What are you talking
Okay,
about?
and what about Sasuke's bloodline?
Sasuke's bloodline doesn't matter to the grand scheme of Naruto. That's never once established that the Uchihas are like the direct cause or the direct balance of the verse, but the Skywalkers are.
That's an interesting
They're,
point.
they are the chosen. They are literally the chosen people. So he's 5, 6 years old already with the pressure of being the chosen one, the one to be the balance of an entire galaxy, an entire culture.
Okay. So let's spin the wheel a little bit. We'll see, like, if he really overcomes all these things or he falls to the pressure and comes to sit.
Okay, good.
All right.
So what's
Because
next
they both,
step?
no, I'm not saying that takes away from him because they both fall to the dark side. But let's see if he comes full circle. Okay, supernatural aid.
Okay,
What would
I
you say
have the
Kylo's
force. I
supernatural
have
aid
the
is?
force.
His is pretty evident. Yeah, the force.
Yeah, the force. Like it slaps Sasuke.
It definitely. I would not put these people up against like a fight. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's
No, I mean even the
ridiculous.
like supernatural call, the
Yeah.
overall connection with Kylo to the force completely stomps anything Sasuke has.
Okay. I see what you're saying, and just to clarify, you're saying this is because of the force and how it's connected to the whole universe, and it's just the flow of
And
energy.
Kylo is the embodiment of good and light, so he has to deal with the force from every
He
side.
really is the embodiment of good and light.
Yes, I have that statement if you need it.
Yeah, I would like to see. I believe you. I would just. I'm not really too like gone into like the current lore of Kylo because I was really turned off by the character. like I said before, I just like when I was first introduced to this character, he was acting like a child. He was like this
All right, hold on.
of his fan because it seems just like a whole that was fine.
I don't care about Kylo's fandom because I'm not a part of it. I more look at, I think it's a shame when people take stuff on the surface, whether for good or bad, and judge it from there. There you go. Snoke himself says he's the embodiment of the light side and the dark side.
How do we know that smoke statement is real? It's
I can post another one.
okay.
Well, there's no contradiction either.
There's no contradiction.
No.
All right. See, like I kind of like fucks with y'all. I like how you like I like the beats of y'all's debate. I actually see it, you know, on like it seems like you guys kind of follow like I don't know guy for the debate and like I've listened to your debates. I like your debate. Unlike your other people in your pack or whatever you want to call it, you actually have reason. You know what I mean? You don't just get to just attacking the person that has a contrary opinion. You know?
No, I'm here to attack Sasuke. I'm not here to attack you.
Right. And a lot of the other people, like, they'll start attacking me. I'm like, I see what the fuck is going on. You know what I mean? So it's just it makes a muddy debate.
Yeah. Okay. So here, I posted again. And what stems from him being anchored in just the Force in general is a natural call to contradiction and conflict, because light and dark conflict. It's a natural contradiction to each other, yin and yang effect.
Right.
So he is subjected to this, and he himself has to figure out, okay, which one do I need to be? Which one do I follow? Because he is a victim of two sides pulling him to theirs, and none of them giving him a great reason to be there.
You got to dig into himself and find out what he's going to fight for.
He literally has to make himself. Meanwhile, Sasuke is out here just trying to like follow. Initially, it's just, oh, I'm just going to kill my brother, even if it means betraying everything I know and love. To, I want to avenge Itachi.
Wait, it wasn't that shallow, my bad. It was a lot deeper than that.
In what way?
He wasn't just like, I'm just going to kill my brother. You know what I mean? Like, come on now. Like it was the whole, just the way the eyes are passed on. And it was more of a venge, you know, like revenge.
Yeah, the revenge, killing his brother.
Right. Not just like, oh, my brother. It wasn't like no petty. My brother just took my cookie.
And Sasuke, he's
I didn't like, and I killed him. And my brother has an ugly face, so I killed him. It was my brother killed my family, so I'm going.
And Sasuke, and you know, Sasuke is supposed to be portrayed and perceived as an intelligent character, right?
I would say, yeah, he's cool, collective, intelligent. Yeah.
This cool, collective, intelligent character never once asked why.
And how would the why be relevant?
Because he would have figured out why Itachi did it.
I'm asking.
He would have figured out why Itachi did it. He would have pulled the drapes and eventually discovered why Itachi did it, or at least be smart enough to ask why.
Yeah,
it's such a simple question.
What was Kylo's why?
Why did Luke try to kill me?
Did he actually had to say that to himself?
Yes.
Or it was just kind of like subtext. Was it subtext or was
No, he directly asks himself, and he seeks the answer through the guidance of Snoke, including when he goes to the caves of Dagobah and destroys it.
Does this happen in the comic book or something?
Yes, it does.
Okay, see, yeah, see, I'm like I said, like I didn't pick up those comics. Like I maybe
Well,
should
yeah,
have.
okay. I can even give you another why with the story. So when Kylo kills Han Solo, do you know why he killed Han Solo?
Why did he kill Han Solo?
He thought that the emotional tether to his father, if severed, would allow him access to the Force completely.
Similar to the eyes of the I can't ever really say it, the Chiha clan, right?
Um, Not exactly. That more so was about Sasuke feeling like he would be freed from killing his brother from the revenge aspect. But that was like his only goal.
Do they have similarities though? Would you say like getting over that I guess family bond that's kind of clouding you
No,
in
because
your own path?
Kylo was seeking something beyond the tethering, where Sasuke just wanted to get rid of the tethering. That was his goal.
Okay, okay. So Sasuke just want. See, man, I wish I like kind of refreshed myself on Sasuke. Like it's been
Well,
so long
Sasuke's main goal.
since
I
I've
mean, that's
really
not hard to
caught
argue.
up with either of these two
Sasuke's
continuities.
Sasuke's main goal and what's supposed to make him a good character was literally a sub-secondary goal to Kylo.
And you're saying just because it was like on a galactic level.
No, like it's bigger. Kylo understood it was bigger than just him and his father. He was trying to have full access to the Force for the sake of everything.
Right, right. And what Sasuke was trying to do was yeah, it was more like a Kill Bill, you got me, I'm gonna get you kind of thing. But it was a little bit deeper because like my family, so I'm gonna get
Well, Sasuke was
and
actually.
are
I
my
mean,
family.
Kylo is understandable. I mean, that's even understandable why he killed his father. His parents gave him away to Luke, who in turn tried to kill him.
Okay. Now you you know a lot more of the lore. So just at this time, I'm gonna have to go with that.
I can show you
Okay.
that.
And a part of the development also is the after the call to adventure, there's a refusal of the call, or seen that on the chart.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go into you already kind of touched on it, so I'll just let you finish. Just how Kylo kind of refused the call and did his own
Turning
thing.
away from Luke. Yeah. Turning
Yeah.
away from Luke, going to Snoke, and then he does it again by turning away from Snoke.
Very, very, yes. He has maybe you know what there might be a little bit more to Kylo. He probably does have two full spins of the hero's journey.
Yeah, absolutely. And this whole time, Kylo is seeking answers bigger than just simple personal goals of like avenging the death of my family. Oh, I killed Itachi and I was wrong because I didn't know how to ask why. Okay, I'm going to kill the village because I feel like it's their fault. It was never that juvenile line of thinking with Kylo. And before you say, oh, it's not juvenile, I'm misrepresenting, Itachi literally called it that when Itachi came back and asked Naruto where the hell was Sasuke. And he was like, Sasuke is trying to kill the village. And Itachi's like, why? Itachi literally hit him with the, I didn't die for this.
Right, right, right. I wouldn't say, but I would say like he probably didn't know the complete reasons of him doing that.
Well, Itachi said Sasuke is ignorant.
And yeah, you're right. That's the threshold that Sasuke had to overcome. He had to get the knowledge and ninja
But he wasn't, that's the thing, he wasn't seeking it. He wasn't even actively seeking
at
that.
the time.
When does he seek enlightenment? Because seeking it and being enlightened is really good things. You like seeking.
Right, right. When he let it get the answer.
No, he didn't leave
Found
to get the truth. Are you talking about at the end of his journey?
I'm talking about after he destroyed the village and left.
You're talking about after regular Naruto Shippuden, right?
Right? Like
No, he didn't. He wasn't seeking answers. He was seeking atonement.
atonement for killing the village.
Yeah, for all his sins.
That's some Akuma level shit.
Yeah, Sasuke is like, oh, I did all this. I'm not worthy to be here. I need to go atone, become a wanderer.
And he joins that one group with his brother.
Wait, are we talking about the same character? What are you talking about?
Sasuke?
Yeah.
He means talk.
No, I'm referring to Sasuke after Kaguya and after fighting Naruto.
Okay. So we're not there yet.
Taka, he didn't join. His brother's dead.
I'm so
Wait, what?
confused right now.
Okay, so you're like, you were trying to reference Sasuke, seeking enlightenment.
He's talking
Right.
about Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, you're talking about Sasuke in seeking enlightenment. I was making the argument he never sought enlightenment. At best, he was enlightened at one point, but it wasn't because he was seeking it. It's not because he was going on a journey. It just got thrown in his face.
Could we agree that his eye ability gives him a certain level of enlightenment? And
If it does, that is the worst ability of all time, because he was never once enlightened until someone else told him he was enlightened.
Big facts.
Toby had to come drop the truth bomb on him.
Sasuke's refusal to the call. I think you pretty much kind of said it for me. And I don't know, it's kind of deep. It's kind of deep. I wish I actually knew more about like all this. Like I wish it was just fresh in my mind.
We could, I mean, we could go, if you feel more comfortable, we can just go into why Kylo's a great character.
No, I'm not uncomfortable yet.
Okay, well then we'll continue.
Okay, so and you already touched on the meeting of the mentor.
Yes. He has two of those.
Man, he does. I'm just trying to remember all of Sasuke's lore when he meets his mentor.
First one's Itachi, technically.
Yeah,
first one's Itachi,
Orochimaru and Itachi. He has a few of those, so.
Kashi.
Yeah, his real mentor was when Rock Lee gave him the fucking hands.
Hey, he graduated from the School of Hard Knocks. There's a lot of hard knocks. Okay. So then crossing the threshold.
Oh, I would also argue he never once transformed. He was always an idiot, which you kind of like agreed that at the end when he finally is like, oh, I need to atone for my sins, was when he was finally like, okay. But
Yeah,
like never once.
I'm not a Sasuke fanboy. He's not my favorite character in Naruto. I'm just trying to debate that he's like right now. I'm just clearly trying to get to a point where it's just who has the better character development, character quality. That's all.
Yeah, I'm arguing more like the meta truth of Kylo, you know.
Yeah,
What?
yeah, and I'm actually learning. I don't know about metal truth of none of that stuff, but I'm actually learning a lot about Kylo right now from this, and this is like the beauty of debate. You know what I mean?
Well, what's a meta truth?
I don't even know what you said.
Come
That.
on,
I don't even know what you said.
Come on, Slash.
Nah, it's a meme. It's a meme. No, so
Yo,
we can keep going through.
Yeah, you said meta truth. Don't try to straw man me on no meta.
I mean, you agreed to it.
You say it, then I say it, and then you say, "Oh, you said it."
If he needs more information on the meta truth, just link him to the original server.
Don't do it to him.
All right.
Don't do it to him.
Nah, but
I think actually I listened to one of you guys' videos about some doofus talking about just like it was a semantic debate, and then he
Oh, if it
just
was
couldn't.
semantic, it was probably Jade.
Shut the fuck up!
It was like it was going to semantics, and just people were trying to just kind of like I don't know argue about diction, and the guy was making up a word, and
yeah,
it was just
Metatruth.
yeah, the
Fair.
word was too ambiguous. I don't know. I got onto you because like you're like the only YouTuber really talking about Midnighter. And that's really what got me onto you.
Oh,
And so
respect then. Okay, if you're a
for
Midnighter fan,
Midnighter,
I'm not gonna trash you. You're a Midnighter
Bro,
fan. That's fine.
UFC 3 career mode is the hardest shit in the fucking world.
yeah, because I was like, man, nobody really talks about how dope Midnighter is. He's really overseen a lot, and I was like, man, this guy really is like kind of educating these fools on how dope of a character.
All right, yeah. So we don't get too far away from the debate, or maybe we'll end it. Are you conceding Kylo's a great character?
I'm learning a lot more about him, but I'm still not convinced. So let's go.
All right,
Let's go. Explain to me why Kylo is such a great character. I'll explain why I believe Sasuke is such a great character, and then we can just end it.
Well,
there,
what parts of the hero journey left? Because like you basically conceded on every part of the journey that Kylo's is better. So what parts do you need left?
So far.
I mean, we're at the halfway
We
point.
haven't even gotten to 3 o'clock yet. We got clock on.
Yeah, we got past
And
the threshold.
These guys have a few days. Like if we're going to the heroes clock metaphor, these guys have a few days. You know what I mean? So,
Okay, so real quick, challenges and temptations. What are the challenges and temptations of Sasuke?
okay. Him killing his whole village, and taking over it. That's probably a temptation for him to kind of go down. I wouldn't say a amoral path, but I would say like a path of anti-hero is kind of what he already is. Like deviating from the anti-hero path, and him just doing it all because of selfish means and stuff. He had a big struggle journey, but at the near the end, when everything kind of so happy ending, he was all of that.
All right, I'll make the one argument that just ends this. So this whole time, Sasuke is seeking a specific mold. The Avenger of Itachi, of his family's death, and thus being like the representative of the Uchiha. Then it is Itachi, like avenging Itachi's death because he felt it was the village's fault. So an Avenger of the Uchiha once more. That's all he's seeking.
Which are both noble causes.
They're dumb causes. You could argue noble based on ignorance, but then you have Sasuke after that.
And so he acted, you know what I mean?
And then Sasuke becoming seeking atonement. So like the sad Uchiha, like he did what he had to do for the village, like Itachi. So he's really kind of stuck in Itachi's mold. So he never really like breaks out of that. He stays in it. Meanwhile, Kylo seeks the mold of the Jedi, understands that's wrong, seeks the mold of a darker side path because he's seeing, okay, if this didn't work, maybe this will. Then he breaks all molds, literally breaks every mold set in place before him, and becomes the bearer of both and restarts anew.
How and when does he break the mold? Because he hasn't done this in the movie.
The exact quote you can use is when Rey said, "What about the history? What about the past?" And he said, "Burn it all to the ground. We can start anew."
Okay. And this happens in the comic book?
No, this happens in The Last Jedi.
Last Jedi.
When they defeat the guards.
Yeah, right.
Literally says burn all molds and past traditions to the ground.
Okay. Okay. You know.
He literally, a matter of fact,
You know
he
what?
literally develops so much. Yeah.
You know what? I wasn't aware of a lot of like stuff underneath Kylo. I knew he had more going on, just like the iceberg or whatever. I wasn't aware of how deep his story really went. I was really turned off, to tell you the truth. I didn't like him. I didn't like and they both had a lot to do, but I understand character make a character like that, and then that character overcoming that and still doing the right thing, doing the grander thing. Definitely key principle in character development, and you have proven. So I'm conceding right now that you have proven that the scale of him over that which was just meant is they had to overcome. So in that context, character development wise, yeah, they're both emo. They're both emo fuckboys, but I'm not a fan of them. But you know, okay, that's
Kyle, like, to put it simply for everyone, Kylo looked at both sides of a coin and traveled through both sides of a coin and decided that coin was wrong in general. Made his own coin.
Yeah, exactly. And you know what? That's commendable, especially just seeing like you be coming to the world, not knowing for what's around. Understand, just because you have wisdom doesn't you have understanding. Some people have wisdom, but understanding wisdom going through the.
All right, but yeah, we're gonna go ahead and save the recording because you're really roboting. I don't know if it's just me, but
It might
thanks
be me,
everyone for watching.
dying. My Bluetooth is dying, but
All right, well, thanks for coming on.
yeah.
And I hope everyone realizes Kylo's the man.
Stop.
Yo, Zan, get your boy, dog.
Hey,